Here are a few things that I'm not spending my money on as someone who lives below their means but not beneath their joy. Number one, we coming in hot. I'm not doing no car payment. I'm not spending my money on no car payment right now. I bought my car 13 years ago, fresh off the lot, brand new. Did a car payment for 5 years, paid her off. Interest was low, 0.9%. And look, once that was done, I was so grateful, and my car has been running like a champ ever since. I've been keeping up with the maintenance. I'm not going to need a car for a while. Knock on wood. Your girl loves to travel, but I've never had a first class seat or a business class seat. I know. Don't talk about it. But it's okay. It's okay. Just give me the economy ticket. I'll gladly get in it back. Matter of fact, give me the basic economy where I got to take a chance on getting a refund if something happens. I don't care about getting on a flight last, and I don't care about getting off last. Just put me on a plane. We all going to the same place. I don't care about eating, because when I get on here, I'm going straight to sleep. Plus, I know somebody who flies business class, first class all the time, and they told me once you do it once, you're never going back. And so I want to make sure that my lifestyle and my money is set up so that I don't have to return back to economy once I hit that first class. Number three, I'm not paying for all these fancy credit cards. I do not want to pay $300, $400, $500, $600 just to say that I got this particular card and to say that I can sit in this lounge, or, you know, I've stacked this many points to get this flight for free. No, I already told you. I fly basic economy. It's already cheap. It's way cheaper than trying to stack those points and paying for that credit card every month or every year. I don't even get to the airport in time enough to go sit in somebody's lounge and eat anything. So I really don't care about those type of cards. Give me the cashback card because I go to restaurants and I go to the grocery store. Give me the free cashback card.
You're not going to want to hear this, but I don't care. So I'm going to be de-influencing you in 20 seconds or less. Let's go. Why does one person need 10 bottles of perfume when you can only use 1, 2, or maybe 3 every time you go out? Repeating clothes is okay. You have a washing machine, you have a dryer, and you probably have laundry detergent. Don't guilt yourself when you have to step out of the house wearing the same outfit you wore a few days ago. Who cares? As long as it's clean and you look good in it, that's all that matters. Having a small circle is okay. I know sometimes it can be hard when you go on social media and you see people with big groups of friends, but honestly, let me tell you, half of the time, these people in these friendships don't even like each other. You're better off with 1, 2, 3, or 4 good friends that you know you can rely on for anything. You do not need a 50-step skincare routine. I promise you, find 2 or 3 products that works well for your skin and stick to it. I actually hope this video ruffled some feathers and got you thinking. Comment down below one thing I mentioned that you agree with.
You know what's the most powerful leverage a woman can have in this life? It is her own money, period. It doesn't matter if, you know, your dad is rich, how powerful your boyfriend is, how successful your future husband might even be. What will really actually matter is how much money do you have? Because let me tell you something, when you have your own, you move different, you act different, and you tolerate less. Because you can walk away from anything or anyone at any moment if it's not serving you, without having to beg, without fear, without a second fucking thought. And that is power, that is freedom, and it feels so damn good. And as a woman, you should never have to live without it. So if you're not there yet, get there. Get there, okay? Learn the skills, make the money, and build your safety net, because your freedom and your future actually depends on it.
If I was a woman who wanted to stop living paycheck to paycheck and I wanted to get my finances in order to get ahead at the bare minimum, I would have a savings of $1,000 in my emergency fund. And before you start like, oh, you need to have 3 times, you need to have it 6 times, sometimes 1,000 is a lot. If you would ask me last year, I did not have it, okay? Take it from me. And this is how we're going to do it. We are going to, 1, make some sacrifices. I don't want to hear it. And 2, we are going to diversify our income. 1, we are going to make some sacrifices. I know you're probably going to get your hair, your nails, your pedicures, your coffees, and that's all important. Live your life, but we need to have some money in the bank as well. What does that look like? Instead of going to get your toes and nails done every 2 weeks, maybe get a nude color, a little Frenchie on your toes that can last you up to a month with gel. Instead of every 2 weeks, maybe getting gel extra structured manicures that's going to be a little bit sturdier. Maybe you can stretch it 3 weeks to 4 weeks instead of getting acrylics that's going to break. You don't always have to get a new design every 2 weeks just because you get paid. Think about the money that can add up. Maybe that looks like cooking at home instead of going to DoorDash. Whenever I looked at my DoorDash when I was getting my finances in order, it was abysmal. Why was I eating out so much? I started cooking at home, saving me so much money. You can even go through your closet and look at clothes that you've never worn, look at furniture that you're not using, things like that, and sell it on Facebook Marketplace for a profit that you can put in your savings. The little things add up. Maybe you can leverage a skill. Do you know how to do hair? Do you know how to do nails? Do you know how to do lashes? Do you know how to do brows? Do you know how to do some type of service? Can you be a dog walker on the weekends? Can you do DoorDash? Can you do Uber? Can you do Lyft? Any little thing to bring in more money is going to help. I got into finances. I made a budgeting template, and that has been a passive income for me. You get to starting like, oh my God, I don't have the time for all of that. You make time for the things that are important, and your personal finances should be important because life is always going to be lifing. And in this day and age, people don't have it to help you. You have to help yourself. You would have been telling me that I would be breaking up with my boyfriend, who I thought I was going to be engaged, to be moving out of his apartment, and I would be moving in across country, and how was I going to be paying for it last year? I would have looked at you crazy. I would have been crying, screaming, throwing up, but I got my shit together. So whenever I made the decision that this relationship was not working out for me, I did not have to stress. I had it in the bank. Get it together.
Okay, things I don't tell women about money, and it's costing you more than you realize. One, no one is coming to save you. Better yet, save yourself. Relying on a man or others or future fantasy isn't a plan, it's a gamble. Not to add, when you give other people the full power to feed you, they have the option to starve you. The most powerful thing you can do is to learn how to feed yourself financially. Two, money buys you freedom, not just stuff. The option to leave a bad job, a relationship, a living situation, or just anything that does not serve you. Three, girl math is fun, and it's just that, but it won't make you rich. Okay, and don't let men or society convince you that you need some watered down, pink sprinkled version of money talk to have a seat at the table. And although looking the part is great, right? But the real security and glow up comes from having the ability to make and protect your own bag.
Get ready with me to go to a Nicki Minaj concert, and I'll tell you 5 financial tips that'll change your life as a former Wall Street professional. 1, credit is your power move. My credit score is 814, and here's how I got there. Keeping my utilization under 30%, automating payments, and checking my credit reports regularly. A high credit score isn't just about bragging, right? It's about options. Low interest rate, better loan terms, and leverage in every financial decision. Credit is strategy, not borrowing. Number 2, get debt free and stay there. Becoming debt free changed my life, and it can change yours too. High interest debt is a thief. It steals your money and your peace of mind. Focus on paying it down aggressively, starting with the highest rates first. The ultimate freedom, owning everything outright and keeping every dollar you earn for yourself. Number 3, start investing, because your money should work harder than you. My retirement account is invested in an S&P 500 index fund, and it's one of the smartest moves I've made. Why? Because the stock market builds wealth over time, not overnight. Start small if you need to, but start now. Compound interest is your best friend, and your future self will thank you for every dollar you invest today. Number 4, budget with purpose, not fear. Budgeting is not optional. It's the plan for your financial glow up. It's not about being cheap, it's about being smart. You can't build wealth if you're too busy wondering where your money went every month. Number 5, build your emergency fund. Think of it as a stay ready stash. An emergency fund isn't just about emergencies, it's about independence. 3 to 6 months of expenses in a high yield savings account means you can walk away from anything that doesn't serve you, whether that's a bad job, a messy relationship, or a toxic situation. I didn't just wake up one day with an 814 credit score, debt free, and a growing investment portfolio. It took strategy, discipline, and learning from my mistakes.
Here's some things that I no longer spend money on as someone who is being more intentional about my spending and trying to save some coins. Number 1, I don't do too much fast fashion anymore. It's been years since I've shopped at Shein, and I still try to find affordable pieces, but I always felt that their clothes was like too trendy and just not the best quality for myself. So now I have a capsule wardrobe, and when I shop, I buy like a piece or two here and there that I feel like will fit into my wardrobe. That just allows me to get more use and variety out of the things that I buy. 2, I don't do makeup hauls. I have been using many of the same products for years, and I just rebuy the things that I like and that I know work for my face. The hauls can get out of hand sometimes, and you don't need that much stuff. My makeup pouch is very condensed, but it works for me. So finding things that work for you that are like your tried and trues is always going to be better than continuously buying and searching for products that just end up in the bottom of your closet. 3, I am not influenced to buy anything on TikTok Shop. Truthfully, if I see a TikTok Shop ad, scroll, because half the stuff be nonsense anyway, but the other stuff is like, do I even need that for real? I don't need it for real. So I try very, very hard not to buy things just because an influencer is pushing it. And lastly, I'm going to stop buying costume jewelry because it always tarnishes. And I like to wear my jewelry, like I love rings, and now I'm just gonna buy solid gold jewelry. Yes, it'll cost a little bit more, but you get more use out of it long term, which is a win-win in my eyes. So yeah, no more costume jewelry.
All right, here's some big sis money advice for anyone who is in a season of building financial security. If you are already financially secure, keep on swiping, because I'm not talking to you. But if you're in a season of building financial security, I need you to tap in. I need you to take notes. These are things that I wish someone would have pulled me to the side and told me when I was first starting off getting a grip trying to build financial security. The first thing, credit cards. Get one with no annual fee. If you are in a season of building financial security, there is no reason as to why you're paying to have a credit card. There are plenty of options that do not come with a hefty annual fee that still give you rewards that you can still align with your current spending habits. Yes, the Amex Platinum does exist, and I'm sure the perks are phenomenal. But if you're in a season of building, we need to make sure that you are not throwing money at something that isn't a priority right now. We want to keep your money working for you, not the credit card company. Next, you really want to recycle your points and recycle your rewards. If you're serious about building financial security, take it a step further and don't cash out those credit card rewards points for flights and for free Starbucks gift cards. Take those rewards and recycle them. Take the cash back and buy investments. Buy an ETF. Get some VTI. You're in a season to build financial security. Act like it. Third thing, do not lend out money that you are not comfortable with it never coming back around. If you're going to lend money, if you are going to let someone borrow money, treat it like a gift. And you know if you're in a position to be gift giving or if you are not in the position to be gift giving. Because stressing out about someone paying you back or not paying you back, we have bigger fish to fry. If you don't have it to give it as a gift, don't give it at all because it is not worth your peace. The fourth thing, I want you to always run the numbers. Always run the numbers. Because feelings are not facts. Feelings aren't facts. Like fish are friends, not food. Feelings are not facts. Something can feel very affordable, especially in the moment, or feel like a good move. But until you actually crunch the numbers, you don't really know. You're just going off the vibes. Vibes do not build financial security. And the last one, side of the basics, I really need for you to decide what your end goal is. Yes, you're building financial security, but why? What is your end goal? Once you know what your end goal is, once you've decided what you're building towards, whether it's becoming work optional, like myself, whether it's buying your first home, retirement, like whatever, every move thereafter will start to have a purpose. You'll have a thread running through all of your motion and things start to make sense and more importantly, fall into place. Without that, you're kind of just throwing spaghetti at the wall and whatever sticks, you running with it. You're spending with no direction. You're saving with no strategy. You're paying off debt with no intent. And this ain't that. So yes, protect your peace, run the numbers, and make sure your money has a mission.
Woman to woman, get money. All these tips on how to become more feminine. We love that, right? But get money so you can move how you want to move in life, not move how you have to move. Work on your mindset. Leave the lack mindset in the past and move to an abundant mindset. You can do anything. If someone did it before you, why can't you do it? Stop being male-centered and be you-centered. Get the education, start the business, climb the corporate ladder if that's what you want to do. But get money, period. There are very few problems in life that having more money cannot fix. Do you hear me? Get the fucking money, period.
If I could give one piece of advice, one piece of financial advice coming from a 33-year-old who has accomplished a lot of her financial goals, just stop spending unnecessary money. You not need to buy every item that you see on an Amazon must-haves, a haul reel, a haul TikTok, whatever. You not need to buy everything. I know that there is so much being pushed at us, and especially if you have some sort of financial goal that you are trying to achieve this year, whether that be trying to save a certain amount, trying to buy a car, a house, or whatever. At some point, you have to stop spending unnecessary money. And I know these TikToks and these reels make it hard, but you have to have the willpower to say no. You have to have the willpower to say, you know what? I don't need that dress. I don't need those shoes. I don't need whatever it is, because they're always coming at it. So it's so easy to, honestly, it's super easy to develop some kind of shopping addiction if you're not careful. Because between Apple Pay and like all this stuff that's being pushed at us, you can easily find yourself shopping every single day. And even if that's something as like simple as a $5 purchase, a $10 purchase, a $20 purchase, those things start to add up and it's taking away from your long-term goal. I have gotten to a point where if I don't need it, I won't buy it, especially then. Like if I think about it for a while and I'm like, you know what, this could really be an asset to my life in some way, I'll buy it later on down the road. But I don't rush to purchase things because 9 times out of 10, it's a rush purchase and I don't really need it. And you are probably doing the same thing. You're probably buying stuff just out of the blue because you see it, you think it's cute, you want it, you buy it. And that starts to add up. And whenever that credit card bill hits, it hits and you got to pay it. And I don't want to see any of us in debt, especially for things we really didn't need.